Travel with Kids Hawaii, the island of Kauai, where cliffside picnics on the Nepali coast and wild river tours are tempered with the reality of traveling with children, naps, temper tantrums, and lots of fun.
Meet our traveling family. Their mission, to seek out fun and adventure. While traveling with kids through these Hawaiian islands, discovering activities and attractions that are interesting for the whole family.
Let's face it, traveling with your kids isn't always easy and can be an adventure. But when you depart from that everyday routine and land your kids in exotic locales, visiting historical landmarks and experiencing different cultures firsthand, the educational benefits and family bonding far outweigh the trials. So let's hit the road! This is Poipu Beach on Kauai's sunny southern shore. We're using the Sheraton Kauai here as a base. Its central location makes it ideal for exploring the island's many natural attractions and activities. The beautiful white sand beach and the Sheraton's oceanfront pool make it a cool hangout for the kids, while the parents relax after a day's adventure.
We're going to start our Kauai adventure by heading to Wailua River on Kauai's southern side. Wailua plays a very important role in Kauai's history. Before signing the treaty with Kamehameha the Great, making Kauai a part of the Kingdom of Hawaii, Kauai was an independent island with its own royal court. Royalty lived here on the banks of the Wailua River in a sacred capital which gave birth to Kauai's ali'i, or ruling class. The area here is steeped in the mysterious history of the islands. Kauai is the oldest of Hawaii's inhabited islands, and the stark natural beauty demonstrates its ancient pride. Here at the Wailua River, waterfalls like Opaika'a Falls cascade down steep cliffs covered with lush wild vegetation. Opaika'a Falls can be visited roadside, making it easy for families to enjoy this dramatic sight. Wailua River itself offers all kinds of activities for the whole family, from kayaking to water skiing. We're going to take a boat tour to a lush jungle area called Fern Grotto.
Smith's family has been operating tours on the Wailua River for over 50 years.
My father and mother started the boat ride at the Wailua River, 1946, right after the war, with a little rowboat that carried 4 passengers. Today we have a fleet of 12 boats.
Wailua is the only navigable river in Hawaii, and the trip up the river is lined with thick greenery and mangroves backed with tall cliffs. The boat captain gives us a brief history of the area and points out sights, like a recreated Hawaiian village, temples, and waterfalls. The open-air boats share the river with kayakers and water skiers who provide lots of excitement along the way. The boat pulls up to a picturesque dock at the trailhead for a walk to Fern Grotto. The path winds through a beautiful wooded area where rocks and vegetation drip with water runoff from Mount Wailua, the wettest place on Earth.
The jungle here is really wild. Giant leaves form huge umbrellas over our heads. Bright-colored tropical flowers in red, orange, and purple come in all sorts of shapes and sizes. And the chickens that are so rampant here in Kauai seem oddly at home here in the forest. The caves are dripping with water and ferns are growing everywhere, even upside down from the top of the grotto.
The wilderness in the Fern Grotto is ripe with fruit trees. As we hike through the forest here, we see bananas, avocados, and lots more. All this tropical fruit is making me hungry. Good thing we're headed over to the Smith's Family Luau after our boat ride.
Set on 30 acres of lush botanical gardens at Smith's Tropical Paradise, the grounds offer visitors a chance to learn about the island's native vegetation, as well as the history and culture of Hawaii.
I'd like to welcome all of you with a warm aloha over here.
It's a hidden paradise back in here. The families love it, the kids, with all the animals going around the place.
Now the island to the right across the lagoon here, this is our Japanese island.
After a warm lay greeting, we take a really cool tram ride through the exquisite gardens with huge banyan trees, lots of tropical fruit trees, and peacocks. It is a garden paradise. The tram ride ends as a traditional imu ceremony begins.
During the imu ceremony, we learn about how the pig is cooked for a luau. Hot rocks line the bottom of a pit, where a pig is lowered and covered with tea leaves. Then they bury the pig with sand and let it cook. In the imu ceremony, they unearth the pig, which has been cooked in this underground oven. With the pig all ready, the luau is set to begin.
Luau's offer families traveling to Hawaii the chance to taste some of the local foods, as well as some of the area's culinary influences.
At the luau dinner, we get to try a little bit of everything. Nathan really likes the poi, and I see lots of kids eating the kalua pig.
The luau performance offers a real insight into the Hawaiian culture and history.
After a full belly of kalua pig and luscious tropical fruit, Seamus fell asleep, but Nathan's ready for the show.
Smith's Family Luau gives guests a good overview of all of the various cultures from other Pacific islands that have had influence on Hawaiian culture through traditional dancing.
The wide variety of dancing keeps things interesting. Poi ball dancers from New Zealand, traditional hula dances, even a Chinese dragon dance. Nathan likes the fire dancing from Samoa the best.
Today we're going to head up Kauai's west coast to the town of Kapa'a, where we're told there's an interesting hands-on children's museum. Then it's on to Kauai's north shore, where one-lane bridges span lazy rivers and life slows down. The road ends at the base of the rugged Nepali coast, home to one of Kauai's best snorkeling beaches. We're going to jump in and look for some turtles.
Hidden in the back of one of the small shopping centers in Kapa'a is one of Kauai's best-kept secrets, the Kauai Children's Discovery Museum.
The Discovery Museum's a nonprofit. It's community built, and we've been on island for 11 years. It's a great place for local families and visiting families to kind of come together in one place and learn about each other and learn about the island and the world.
The museum has exhibits on Hawaii's ocean treasures like whales and dolphins.
And this is a real whale baleen that we have at the museum. It's what whale use to filter fish and keep them in their mouths, and they push water through it, and that's how they feed.
And exhibits that explain the science of nature when it comes to all things Hawaii.
It's always a little bit off, but the water comes up around the sides to keep it elevated. And that's how a surfer can surf in the water, and also how a dolphin swims.
The museum's history exhibit shows the remarkable journey undertaken by Polynesian explorers en route to Hawaii.
They didn't need maps, they didn't need compasses. They were able to sail thousands of miles and know exactly where to go. They came over on ships long before Western people did, and they used a lot of things to tell them when they were coming to landfall, meaning when they saw land. Like particular types of birds would tell them that land was nearby.
Miniature houses in traditional Japanese, Chinese, and Polynesian styles have costumes, utensils, and food so the kids can play house around the world in a day.
All of these cultures have influenced Hawaii, so the kids are learning while they play. And the museum has more Kauai educational materials planned.
In Kids Kauai, which is a new exhibit, which looks at the island, it's animals, plants, everything natural, history, the people who live here and how they got here.
Color! This is color. Wow.
No island children's museum would be complete without turtles. The kids get to feed them the special of the day, seaweed.
This is from the sushi bag. It's called nori seaweed.
Speaking of eating, is anyone getting hungry? Hopefully seaweed's not the main course for us.
Kapa'a is a laid-back town on Kauai's west coast. The oceanfront streets are lined with small tourist shops, boutiques, and cheap eats. This is Bubba's Burgers in Kapa'a, a great place to get a cheap burger with an excellent view. Now that's a good burger. The music selection right from my collection at home and the views of the ocean unbeatable. Can you say cheeseburger in paradise? The kids are having so much fun dancing, it's going to be tough to pull them away from Bubba's for the rest of the day, but the North Shore beckons and off we go.
On our way to Hanalei on Kauai's North Shore, we notice a sign for a guava plantation. Definitely worth a stop for investigation. Maybe they serve up some fresh guava juice.
Set on 450 acres of guava orchard, Guava Kai Plantation gives visitors insight into Hawaii's agricultural community.
The plantation has much more than just a little juice. There's guava jam, guava hot sauce, guava soaps, guava lotion, and my favorite, guava shaved ice. There's also a relaxing garden here planted with lots of tropical plants and fruit trees.
It's really cool to see these roots and stand on them.
That let the kids get a first-hand look at how some of the local fruits look, feel, and smell while they're still on the tree.
Really rough.
Back on the road to Hanalei, the scenery is unbelievable. The greens couldn't get any greener, and there are so many shades. The chartreuse leaves on the taro plants laid out in squares on the valley floor, the minty-colored mountains fading in and out of the mist, the dark green vines climbing the trees. It truly is breathtaking at every turn.
Narrow suspension bridges span wide, slow-moving rivers, forcing traffic to slow down as well. It's as if you're in another era, cars taking turns rambling across one-way bridges, people lazing under palm trees, wooden houses raised on stilts.
The town of Hanalei has a casual, unhurried feel to it. It's been protected from the fast-paced development that has changed the face of much of Hawaii, thanks in large part to its small roads and bridges. There's not a building in sight over 2 stories, and the narrow road winds through vast tracts of wild jungle.
This is the end of the road. It's where the Na Pali coast begins. With the dramatic Na Pali cliffs as a backdrop and a jungle surround, Ka Beach is a real highlight in a place where each turn of the road offers a first-class beach hideaway.
The snorkeling here is some of Hawaii's best, especially for kids. A coral shelf shelters the bay, so the water is really calm. There are huge schools of tropical fish, and we even saw turtles.
Winding over 20 miles down the shore, the Nepali coast is a true wonder. Rugged, high-sea cliffs plummet to the ocean below. Narrow valleys snuggle amidst the cliffs, providing secret getaways reachable only by foot or boat.
Visitors have two options to explore the Nepali coast from here: kayak or hike. This is the start of the Luau Trail, an 11-mile hike through the rugged wilderness of this pristine coast. It's much too hard for the smaller kids, but we all enjoy a short walk through the verdant jungle. Just down the road, we discover some caves filled with seawater.
And what's inside there?
And near the beach, a truck filled with local fruits for sale, a rolling farmer's market.
I got a coconut here, and it's out of milk and out of food. I got it from the beach here in Kauai.
Today we're going to hang around Poipu, relax at the resort, join in some kids' activities, and enjoy the wide strip of white sand beach before the luau tonight. The Sheraton Kauai is a great place to stay with kids. Every morning we're treated to a huge buffet breakfast, and each evening locals run the grounds lighting the torches all around the resort. The oceanfront pool makes for easy transitions between the beach and the pool.
I want to go to the beach, but I don't want to.
And there's a wide array of kids' activities.
But first things first,
Laundry day.
most resorts and condos offer coin laundry services, which is great for families. You don't have to pack as much, and no need to worry when the kids get messy.
Keiki Club, where kids are left to enjoy some organized fun, while adults enjoy the resort's more tranquil amenities.
What are you?
Coconut painting makes for an interesting souvenir.
Red. Red is my favorite color. I got one!
And all our little fishermen have a big fish story to tell at the Sheraton's fully stocked pond.
Look at that.
The kids are having lots of fun and making new friends.
Fish. I got 15. I catch 30. I catch 1,000. Fishing. And we painted coconuts. Yeah. We play video games. Yeah. They got knocked out like.
I think that's the end of the interview.
And now the kids club takes to the water for a swimming adventure.
With a natural-looking edge surrounded by rocks, it feels like you're swimming in the ocean at the Sheraton's Lagoon Pool.
I'm looking for a live fish in this tropical ocean.
The best thing of all,
This is the best place in the pool. This is the secret place. All right.
There's a wide strip of powder-like sand in the front of the hotel. And with an activity desk close at hand, there's all kinds of things going on. Boogie boarding, surfing, kayaking, snorkeling, and just good old-fashioned fun.
speaking of old-fashioned fun, golf isn't just for old-timers anymore. A golf course near the hotel provides fun for the whole family.
Range and hit
A
them.
quick lesson for Nathan pays off, and he has fun learning.
Left hand, put it in there. Okay, and then the right hand. It gets easier. There you go. Okay, now go to this one.
And now, time to get your game on. One of the great things about golf courses in Hawaii, like this golf club at Kiahuna Plantation, is that they have kids' tees that are closer to the green, so the whole family can enjoy golf. Go ahead and shoot, Nathan. All right.
Nearby, the old sugar town of Kaloa, just inland from Poipu, once home to the first major sugar plantation in Hawaii, provides a great spot for a snack and some souvenir shopping before heading back to the Sheraton for our luau. The dramatic oceanfront sunset scenery makes for the perfect backdrop. Our host takes us through a multitude of Polynesian dancers, which have influenced Hawaii's culture. Everything from poi ball twirlers from New Zealand, who twist white balls through the air with complete precision, to the dramatic flair of the fire dancers from Samoa. Today we're heading to Waimea Canyon on Kauai's west side for a short hike and a picnic overlooking the Nepali coastline.
Our first stop today is Spouting Horn, a geyser which can shoot ocean water as high as 30 feet into the air. Erosion creates holes in the lava rocks, and the incoming water is forced through the opening in a dramatic display. Watch how each different set of waves changes how high and forceful the geyser blows. The next stop is along the water's edge too, for a taste of Kauai's saltier side.
This is Salt Pond Beach on the southwestern corner of Kauai. Here, the kids get an up-close look at the ancient Hawaiian method for salt production.
Here at Salt Pond Beach, ocean water is collected in shallow basins carved into the red soil. Evaporation sucks the water from the pools, and all that is left are these giant salt crystals, which are gathered for production.
The beach here is really nice. There's a large inlet with calm water, picnic tables, and even a campground.
All this salt is making us think lunch, so we're going to head back into Hanapepe to get some sandwiches for a picnic above the clouds.
Hanapepe is a small town nestled in the rolling hills of Kauai's southwestern corner. Surrounded by sprawling sugarcane and coffee plantations, the town maintains an air of old Hawaii. The main street consists of a slew of wooden buildings housing art galleries, tourist shops, and cafes.
This town oozes charm everywhere with its old-looking buildings and friendly faces. There's even a pedestrian swinging bridge crossing the river. The kids have lots of fun jumping up and down and shaking the bridge. Standing out in the middle watching a single small boat idle upriver surrounded by lush mangroves makes you feel like you're really a part of old Hawaii.
A quick treat before we head up the mountain. An island favorite, Hawaiian shave ice.
I had a yummy coconut shaved ice. You should try it. What flavor? Ice cream.
As the road climbs north toward Waimea Canyon and the Nepali Overlook, we're treated to panoramic views of the coast. The road snakes through mountains of rich red soil covered with dense green vegetation. Tall trees bend over the top of us, creating a sort of living umbrella above us. At the end of the road is Kapa'a State Park, where visitors can hike, fish, and glimpse terrific views of Kauai's most recognizable landmark, the Nepali coast.
There are several ways for tourists to view the spectacular Nepali coastline. Hike in from the north shore, enter by boat or kayak, take a helicopter tour, pack a picnic, and take in the cliffs and valleys from above at the Kalalau Lookout.
The views from the overlook are incredible. This is definitely the scenic overlook of all scenic overlooks. The kids find local playmates as we unpack our lunch. Picnic tables overlooking the dramatic cliffs of Kauai's North Shore. Not bad views for a restaurant where you bring your own food.
After filling up on food and views, it's time to head into Waimea Canyon for even more of Kauai's spectacular scenery.
Dubbed the Grand Canyon of the Pacific, Waimea Canyon is one of Kauai's most popular attractions. At almost 3,000 feet deep and nearly 20 miles long, the canyon packs quite a punch as a miniature version of this natural wonder. The high iron content of the soil turns the dirt here a deep reddish orange. Lush green vegetation offsets the red soil, creating an amazing color palette and exciting vistas. Waimea Canyon is crisscrossed with hiking trails for nature enthusiasts and punctuated with scenic overlooks.
The views of Waimea Canyon are stunning. Towering waterfalls stream down the sides of the brightly colored red cliffs. Kauai's huge chicken population took off the day to check out Waimea Canyon too. The parking lot is loaded with them. Just like the Fern Grotto, the chickens here, high up in the mountains, seem oddly at home.
As the sun begins to dip into the ocean, the views of Waimea Canyon grow even richer, illustrating perfectly this island's love for dramatic natural scenics. From the rich greens and slow pace of Kauai's North Shore to the laid-back towns of the east and sunny beaches of the south, to the rugged, wild beauty of the Na Pali coast and the spectacular vistas here in Waimea Canyon. Ready for the adventure of a lifetime? Join Travel with Kids for a family adventure in Thailand, Peru, South Africa, Ireland, Fiji, and more. Take advantage of Travel with Kids' decades of family travel experience. You decide where to go? We do all the legwork to build your ideal journey. Each Travel with Kids family adventure tour immerses your family in the history, culture, and nature of a destination. Try new foods.
Chicken, rice, and olives. And spider.
Learn new adventures.
She's calling to find out where the other
to because of the fact that you're living in
Enjoy. Thank you.